Hi everybody, we're going to show you how you get to the foot pump sanitizer. This is the assembled unit with the sanitizer right in there, slot, locking mechanism, and a foot pedal that your residents just simply step on and it sprays out. So we'll show you how to build it. It takes about 10 minutes. Okay, so to get from that assembled unit, you have to open this box, which isn't that difficult. In the box, you'll find a bunch of things, really only 4, but one of the most important things you'll find is an instructional page as to how to put it together. There's really only 4 steps. It takes about 10 minutes, if that. As I open the box, you'll see the things. This is the instructional video, so it'll show you how to do it step by step. I built 4 of them now, so I know how they work. I can do it without the instructions. So after you open the box, you then slide out some of the key components. This one is the cylinder. So this is, the actual mechanism where everything goes into. So we put this, you start with this being upside down, and you work kind of backwards, if you will. So the next part of this is actually the part that moves up and down and moves the bottle up into the sprayer to make the foot pedestal. Because of the type of bottles you're getting, the 500 milliliters, which are in our pocket, this particular bottle, we know how it sets up. So we're going to show you how to set your machine up perfectly for this refillable 500 ml bottle. So the first thing you do is you push this little steel thing in, and you want to be at hole number 11. So you're going to slide it up to hole number 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I've lost my spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there you go. Now that's set up. The next thing that you want to do, we set this up so that it fits this bottle in particular. And we'll show you how to do that for this exact bottle. So if you bear with us, I'll show you. Okay, so the next part, this little kit's in there too. This contains the foot pedal, the locking mechanism, and the little metal plate that the pump jumps into to disperse the liquids. So you can cut it off just like this. Remember to recycle everything you can recycle. That's the top. This part. And this is the foot pedal. Okay, so this, doesn't matter which side, slides into these 2 holes like this. Kind of center. This then, you spin this upside down. You can see the slot here where it sticks out. So this goes like that. Kind of push it there and let it balance. So the next thing, you go back to the box, take the base plate out. Obviously the order in which you take stuff up is up to you. Take it all out at once or whatever, but this is the part we need right now. So a little further, the plate will slide out like so. On this plate, you'll see has these slots. They all line up quite easy, but it's important that this indented part stays up, which is in this case the bottom, so that the counter screw fits in and sits flush with the floor. Okay, so you kind of line it up with those 4 matching the big 4 holes, and then these 2 little holes match the bottom little holes. Kind of easier if you have 2 people, but you can do it with 1. Slide that in, screw it till it catches, and then you'll find it gets tight right away, so we use an Allen key. So the kit also comes with an Allen key that's in that little thing. You just slip that into the hole of the counter screw, and then spin it around. Obviously it doesn't have to be too tight, but tight enough that it's not going to wiggle all over the place. You'll hear the clanging around, but that goes away once it gets tight. So you go like this, tight, tighter, then that's good. That's tight enough. Now, you flip it over. And the assembly looks like this. If you try to tap it now, you'll find that it doesn't really do much because there's no weight in it yet. So now, box, you'll find this kind of a screw kit, I guess. It comes with 4 Allen screws. These 3 are important for the bottle setup. So we'll show you how that works. The very first one goes to the very, very, very edge. Call that hole number 1. So that goes into hole number 1. Doesn't have to go in too far. Doesn't have to be tight. Like about that is perfect. The next one goes into hole number 2. Doesn't matter which side or whichever, as long as one of them is in the front. The other 2 are set up the way I said. The next one goes into hole number 3. Like that. So you'll see that fits the bottle perfectly. We want this towards the front, which we'll show you when we install it. The installation is simply slipping it in. Now you take this part of it, the steel part, make sure that this screw, with the screw closest to the edge, faces this slot right here, or as close to it as possible. Again, you can maneuver it once it's in there. And then slip it into place. You see the weight automatically lifts that foot pedal. Okay, as I said earlier, this bottle is the bottle that we're supplying you. This particular top is great if you're just hand applying it, but you can't dispense with it. You can't spray without touching it. So we have discovered that this incredible shortage of these pumps and the misters, the ones from the Armor All bottle and the ones from these Dial soap bottles, do fit the top of our bottles. They anticipated 6 months before you get normal pumps available. So we ad-libbed, we got these or these. You have your choice whether you want it to mist or spray or squirt out. We'll show you how both of those work. Okay, so we fitted this one with the pump, like the Dial soap pump, like that. We'll put that in and we'll show you both. How you put it in, simply line this up. It'll fit right in like that. Then you slip this part through these 2 slots like that. And then the temporary hold is this little C-clip, I guess they call it. It goes on like that. I recommend a padlock so the product doesn't go anywhere. And then eventually, if you want, these holes in the back, they're designed to, you can literally get a plate for it with whatever information that you want. We'll get the plate once they're available. Send them to you if you like. This just holds that plate. It's like an information plate. Picture an 8.5 by 11 type of sheet that goes in. Okay, so here's 2 completed units. This one has the Dial soap option, I guess you could call it. So again, you step on it, it squirts out. It's pretty aggressive. So you could get covered in it, but it's still there. And this one is the mister. So the mister sprays a little bit finer. With the mister, the product's going to last a lot longer, meaning staff have to change it less frequently. This one really sprays out aggressively. I think you're going to go through more product than that. But those are the 2 options. You have the spritz or this. And those are the completed units. There'll be 5 throughout. They're going to be available throughout the whole country for you guys to use. Should you have any questions about them or you need the product on it, our number's on here. Of course, you can always phone me direct on my cell, 416-876-3751. Or we have our entire Pragmatech team that's willing to help you at our 1-800 number. Thank you again for your